Hello, everyone. Welcome back to ASR, African Stories Realized. This is our weekly review of Youngins Season 3, episodes 34 to 36. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Episode 34 picks up following the revelation of Buhle's pregnancy, with Amwe and Masata questioning who the father of the baby was. Buhle revealed that Kabelo was the father, but a relieved Masata later confirmed to make sure it wasn't him. Buhle reiterated her desire to terminate the pregnancy, which Amo and Matlata did not approve of. Back in their room, Amo consoled Buhle and questioned if she really wanted to terminate the pregnancy, as Buhle began to reconsider her decision. In the boys' dorms, Tumelo saw Matlata to secrecy, making him promise not to tell Ramatuba or Puselezo about Buhle's pregnancy. Puselezo then desperately tried and failed to get Matlata to go to the Olympiad, as he insisted that his friends needed him. She questioned what was going on with his friends and what it meant for their relationship, but Matlata reassured her that nothing had changed between them, while revealing that it was not his place to share what was going on with his friends. Ramatuba then confronted Matlata for missing the Olympiad, but Matlata claimed that he wasn't feeling well and insisted that he would make up for it the following year, but the principal made it clear that he missed his opportunity. Amo then went to wake Kaya up, revealing to him that Buhle was pregnant. Kaya rushed to comfort Buhle, spilling the news to Sefako on his way, but Buhle informed him that Kabelo was the father and that she had already decided to terminate the pregnancy. However, a defiant Kaya was also against getting rid of the baby, even offering to help Buhle raise the little one. The group tried to convince Buhle to change her mind, but she reminded them that they were not the ones carrying the baby. The episode ends with Buhle insisting that the final decision is hers to make. Episode 35 picks up with Matlata and Tumelo arguing over Buhle's pregnancy, with Tumelo once again demanding that Matlata not snitch on Buhle. At breakfast, the group sat together as Kaya shared his excitement over Buhle's pregnancy with the rest of the group. But after breakfast, Amo advised him to focus on his matric and finish school. Meanwhile, Sefako accidentally let the cat out the bag when Tepo overheard him telling Palesa that Buhle was pregnant. He immediately tried to silence his loudmouth cousin, making Tepo promise not to tell anyone. Tumelo then revealed that he had scheduled Buhle's termination for the following day. They announced it to the rest of the group, who each contributed some money towards the procedure. However, after thinking about it more and consulting with each of her friends, Buhle revealed to the Big Five that she had changed her mind and decided to keep the baby. However, she revealed her fears about raising a child alone, but her friends reassured her that they would support her and the little one like family. In Ramatuba's office, the principal confronted Puselezo about Matlata's recent behavior. She tried to cover for him, but Ramatuba insisted that something was up. The episode ends with him demanding to know the truth from a nervous Puselezo. Episode 36 picks up with a suspicious Ramatuba questioning why Matlata seemed down. He then confronted Tumelo for giving him the cold shoulder, but Tumelo reminded his friend that he had changed and turned his back on his friends to gain favor with the principal. Matlata apologized, insisting that he had to do what was right for his future and that he would never turn his back on them as the two friends made up. Meanwhile, Tepo caused a scene, almost revealing Buhle's secret, forcing Sefako to shut him up and warn him against exposing Buhle's secret. Sefako then questioned Tumelo about the pregnancy, revealing that he was proud of his ex for supporting Buhle. Puseleto then confronted Matlata for avoiding him, and while he tried to reassure her that all was well, they were interrupted by Amo, who reminded Matlata of their plans later, as Puseleto watched on with jealousy. Puseleto then confronted Tepo about the pregnancy rumors he had been spreading, forcing him to reveal to her that Buhle is pregnant. She made her way to the dorms where she eavesdropped on the Big Five who had planned a surprise baby shower for Buhle, confirming the pregnancy rumors. The episode ends in the principal's office with Ramatuba once again interrogating Puselezo about Matlata's recent behavior. We got some great episodes today, but I didn't like it ending on that cliffhanger. It'll only make sense if Puselezo doesn't snitch to the principal, which is highly unlikely, but it would represent a lot of growth for the character. She desperately wants to belong, and this is an opportunity for her to prove to the other students that she can be trusted. Puseleto actually reminds me of Season 1 Buhle, and I think she actually looks up to her, so I'm hoping the show takes that route. However, I do think Matlata is leading Puseleto on, because she's clearly more invested in him than he is in her. And that scene when Amo came through just to be messy? Yeah, I didn't think Amo had it in her. And I know she hasn't really been given much to do this season, but the little bits that she has given us have been quality. We know Kaya's dumb, but I didn't expect that from Masat. Even though one of you in the comments hilariously predicted that he might think the baby was his. It was revealed that Buhle is now 3 months pregnant, which is past her first trimester. So in my opinion, it would have been too risky to terminate at this time. The hormones have already started triggering physical changes to prepare the body for childbirth. So it was smart of the show to have her find out that deep into the pregnancy. However, it's hard to believe that she didn't realize her period was late for 2 to 3 months. Although I think the ladies in the comments would know better, so feel free to let me know what you guys thought of Buhle's decision. I do think the show thought about making Kaya or Mahlata the baby's father, but they ultimately decided against it. I can see how both storylines could have played out, and there's actually a lot of potential there. It was awesome to see the group come together to support Buhle, even if most of them didn't agree with terminating the pregnancy. However, Kaya's reaction shows you that he has no plan for his life and he's just going with the flow. His heart is in the right place, but how can he help raise a child when he's still behaving like a child himself? And I love that Amu gave him that reality check today. She was really the voice of reason today, and she did support Buhle, something which I did want to see more of during the pregnancy or the early stages. The most accurate thing about today's episodes was how quickly the pregnancy rumors spread. Bad news travels fast, and in this situation, it spread like wildfire. Partially because of Tep, who reminded us why Ramatuba had to discipline him. It was very reminiscent of our high school kids' gossip, especially when it's something this serious. I didn't like that Dumelo threw his father under the bus because he's been a pretty good dad, but I did appreciate that the show gave us some backstory about his father being a single parent. I remember complaining about the lack of Buhle in the first few weeks of this season, but little did I know that it's actually Buhle's season. She really played out this storyline beautifully and didn't miss an emotional beat. There's 9 episodes left, that means there's 3 weeks to go till the finale, so there's still time for Buhle to change her mind again, but she did seem at peace with her decision. Big up to everyone who's been keeping me company in the comments. I'm looking forward to reading your reviews of today's episodes. Youngins Season 3 is streaming every Friday on Showmax. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week with another review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is ASR for the love of African filmmaking and storytelling.